Hello everyone! Follow me for the greatest waterfalls in the world. Kayaker Falls. The majestic Kayaker Falls in the Kayaker National Park in Guyana is one of the most beautiful places in South America. Following along the course of the Putaro River, the falls tumble 741 feet, almost 5 times as tall as Niagara and twice as tall as Victoria Falls. Kayaker is considered to be one of the most powerful single-drop waterfalls in the world and is listed at second in the world's top 100 highest-rated waterfalls list. There are three main viewpoints to witness the majestic beauty of the Kayaker Falls: Johnson, Boy Scout, and Rainbow viewpoints. Though the trail only takes about 20 minutes to walk, the entire tour typically lasts 2 hours, which gives you plenty of time to spend on each viewpoint and take lots of photos. Two other points, Break and Lockout, are closed for general visitors and require special permission to go there. Angel Falls. Angel Falls is the world's highest uninterrupted waterfalls. Located in Canaima National Park in Venezuela, the waterfall tumbles from a cliff near the summit of Tabletop Mountain, Oatepo, into what is known as Devil's Canyon, 3,212 feet below. The falls are a tributary of the Coral River, itself part of Venezuela's Orinoco River system. For a long time, Angel Falls were an unknown wonder, and even the indigenous Camaracotos Pauman tribe who occupied the valley stay away, believing the falls harbored meddling spirits. In 1933, airborne American gold prospector James Crawford Angel discovered the falls accidentally. Flying over the mountain while in search, visitors can fly from Canaima Airstrip to Canaima Lagoon, but the most popular way to get to Angel Falls is by boat. Journey time varies, though on average it takes about 5 hours to reach the falls from camp. Winding waterways, edged with dense forests with exotic wildlife, canoes zoom over boulders through rapidly flowing sections of river. And if the flow of the falls is gentle enough, you can even have a swim in the pool formed by the plummeting water. Yosemite Falls. Cascading for more than 2,400 feet, Yosemite Falls is one of North America's tallest waterfalls and fifth highest in the world. It's one of the icons of Yosemite and has been featured in the work of famous photographers and countless calendars and books. Located in Yosemite National Park in Sierra Nevada, California, Yosemite Falls is actually the collective name of three separate falls: Upper Yosemite Fall, the Middle Cascades, and Lower Yosemite Fall. The best time to see the waterfalls is during spring, when most of the snowmelt occurs, and they're most visible from Yosemite Village and Yosemite Valley Lodge. A mile-long loop trail leads to the base of the Lower Yosemite Fall, where the viewing is unmatched. In fact, you'll be so close that you might get a little wet. Experienced hikers can also reach the top of the falls with a strenuous all-day hike, but be sure to be very careful and do not stray off the marked path, as you will find steep drops adjacent to the trail. And remember, take plenty of water so you won't dehydrate. Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls is a spectacular waterfall located about midway along the course of the Zambezi River, at the border between Zambia to the north and Zimbabwe to the south. Approximately twice as wide and as deep as Niagara Falls, the waterfall spans the entire breadth of the Zambia River at one of its highest points, more than 5,500 feet. At the falls, the river plunges over a sheer precipice to the maximum drop of 355 feet. It's not the widest or the tallest falls in the world, but is without doubt the most impressive. Known by locals as Musi Watunia, or the smoke that thunders, it was first seen by European eyes in 1855 when British explorer David Livingstone came upon it and named it after Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom. You can access the parks on both sides of the falls, easily accessible from the towns of either Livingstone or Victoria Falls. And if you feel courageous enough, you can even have a short swim on the top in the Zambezi River and get to the edge of the falls to Devil's Pool, Zambia. Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls consists of two waterfalls on the Niagara River, which marks the border between New York and Ontario, Canada. The American Falls located on the American side of the border, and the Canadian Horseshoe Falls located on the Canadian side. To the right of the American Falls is a smaller waterfall that has been separated from the American Falls by natural forces, which is usually called Bridal Veil Falls. It is estimated that 12,000 years ago, when the falls were formed, the edge of the falls was as much as 7 miles further downriver than it is today. The water that runs over the falls comes from the Great Lakes, and 90% of the water goes over the Horseshoe Falls. Today, this amount of water is controlled by the Canadian and American governments to slow erosion. In addition, some of the water is diverted to provide power for the United States and Canada, making Niagara Falls the largest source of electric power in the world. The Horseshoe Falls are 170 feet high and 2,500 feet long, and the American Falls are 180 feet high and 1,100 feet long. Niagara Falls is one of the most popular tourist destinations, having around 12 million tourists from all over the world visiting Niagara Falls every summer. Over the years, many people, called the Daredevils, have tried to take a ride over the Canadian Horseshoe Falls, sometimes with only inches of wood or metal as protection from the pounding rush of thousands of gallons of water. Some, unfortunately, did not survive the fall. Iguazu Falls. The Iguazu Falls are waterfalls of the Iguazu River on the border of Argentina and Brazil. Although the river flows through Brazil, most of the falls are on the Argentine side. The name Iguazu is loosely translated from the indigenous Guarani language as Big Water. You can easily cross over from one side of the falls to another. The footpaths on the Brazilian side tend to focus on good vantage points to see the panorama, while the Argentinian side allows visitors to see the waterfall up close. The most impressive thing about the Iguazu Falls is often considered the Devil's Throat, or Garganta del Diablo, a U-shaped cliff marking the border between the two countries. There are many exciting ways to experience the falls: taking a jet boat tour, helicopter ride over the falls, jungle safari tours, and even rappelling is available. The easiest way to get to Iguazu Falls is by air. You can catch a flight there from Argentina, Buenos Aires, or from Brazil, from a major Brazilian city into Foz do Iguaçu. So what do you think? Would you like to visit these amazing falls? Which one did you like the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed yourself and would like to see more videos like this one, please subscribe the channel and give me a thumbs up. Thank you!